welcome back to the Dean's Data Depot. Today is Thursday, January 27th, and we are just a few days away from the NFL Conference Championships, which we will be previewing today. On Sunday, the reigning AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs will play host to the up-and-coming Cincinnati Bengals. On the other side, San Francisco 49ers will travel to SoFi Stadium, site of this year's Super Bowl, and take on their division rival, LA Rams. First item of business is the elephant in the room and how these matchups came to be, particularly the AFC title game. The Chiefs' overtime victory spurred widespread criticism of the NFL's overtime rules, in which a coin toss decides possession, and if that team with the ball scores a touchdown on their first drive, the game is over. If not, the next team to score wins. However, since the most recent rule change for overtime ahead of the 2010 postseason, 11 playoff games have gone to overtime. Teams that won the coin toss have gone 10-1, good for a 90.9 win percentage. Of those wins, 10 wins, 7 of them have come off of opening drive touchdowns, almost 64% of all the playoff overtime games. This major lack of parity is a primary reason why many football fans are looking to the NFL to update their OT policy. The lone team to win a playoff game in overtime after losing the coin toss were the 2018 Los Angeles Rams, who defeated the New Orleans Saints on a walk-off 57-yard field goal after intercepting Drew Brees on the Saints' first drive of overtime. With their overtime win, the Kansas City Chiefs advanced to host their 4th consecutive AFC title game, an NFL record. Believe it or not, hosting multiple title games in a row has a considerable impact on the likelihood of victory. Over the last 20 seasons, home teams at large are 15-5 in the AFC Championship game, a 75% win percentage. Compare that to the subgroup of teams that are playing in at least their 2nd consecutive AFC title game at home. That winning percentage increases to 100%. Every single home team that has hosted the title game the previous year, going back to the 2001 NFL season, won that game and went to the Super Bowl. Compare that to first-time home teams who only win at a 67% clip. Another piece of data to look at is how AFC title games that are rematches of games earlier in the season, in the regular season, shake out. In the last 10 seasons, 7 AFC championships have featured regular season rematches. All of them featured the New England Patriots, the Kansas City Chiefs, or both. Of those 7 rematches, 5 of them were won by the same team that won the regular season matchup. This season, the Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 34-31 in a Week 17 tilt in Cincy. That being said, this matchup shares key similarities to the 2 games that were won by the regular season loser. First, Tennessee and New England's regular season victories over the Chiefs and Broncos in 2019 and 2013 respectively both came at home, similarly to how the Bengals won at home during the regular season. The playoff games were played in Kansas City and Denver. This conference championship game will be played in Kansas City. In both of these regular season games, the losing team had greater than 50% of possession. The Bengals beat the Chiefs at home, but had less than 50% of possession during the regular season game. With all that data laid out, I think that the Chiefs are going to beat the Bengals in the AFC title game and earn their 3rd consecutive Super Bowl berth. Moving across to the NFC now, the Los Angeles Rams are coming off a scare against the defending Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, while the 49ers edged out the Packers in a thriller in Lambeau. This is the 7th NFC title game since 1980 that has featured 2 teams from the same division. Most recently when Richard Sherman's Seahawks sent Michael Crabtree and the Niners packing en route to their Super Bowl 48 win in 2013. Seattle's win, along with 4 of the 5 other home teams, have won. The only road team to beat a division rival in an NFC championship game was the 2010 Green Bay Packers, winning at Soldier Field to send Aaron Rodgers to their first and only Super Bowl over the Chicago Bears. That Super Bowl was Aaron Rodgers' one and only ring. As the Rams are playing host to the 49ers, as LA hosts an NFC title game for the first time in nearly half a century, the 49ers are 2-4 in road games and haven't won a road NFC title game in roughly 4 decades. The 49ers are the 7th team since 2002 to finish 3rd in their division and make the playoffs. The first to make a conference championship game. That being said, 11 non-division winners have made it to the conference championship over the last 20 seasons, with this year's Niners being the 12th. Of the previous 11 teams, only 4 have been victorious in those title games. Those 4 teams: last year's Buccaneers, the 2010 Packers, 2007 Giants, and 2005 Steelers. The common thread between those 4 teams: they all won the Super Bowl that season. Given the data and my gut feeling, I do not think the 49ers will beat the Rams, and ultimately the Rams will make it back to their second Super Bowl in the last 4 years. Thank you all for tuning into the Dean's Data Depot. Be sure to follow the show on Twitter at Dean Data Depot for insights and analysis all through Championship Sunday. We'll see you next time.